One more minute. Yes. Yes, Adana, did you get the link? Okay. All right, thanks. Okay, so let's move on. Those who are yet to join will join. Normally these kind of things happen, and we'll settle in 2 weeks, 3 weeks in. So welcome to the 3-in-1 program, a program affectionately called 3-in-1. My name is Obina Wachuku. With CapacityBay. We have Mr. Uchu Mozulu on the call. What you are seeing is an idea that's been long in gestation, where there's a significant need in the industry for skill in cybersecurity, both defensive and offensive. You'll understand all this later on. And this is a very aggressive, even visionary program that we're trying to do, giving us skill in from both sides of the enterprise, both from inside and from without. This equips us with skill to work anywhere in the world. That was the aim, and still is the aim of this program. And that is why it's straddling the Atlantic, with people logging in from Africa and those from the global north, America and Canada and Europe, when those people come on board. I am really, really honored to be standing here today, that we're starting this off. So we're going to introduce the personnel. We're going to introduce the instructors, and the admin. So I'm going to start with the admins, and all these people are here to help us. Welcome on board, Laquela. To help us get this thing grounded, if you see people with the blinkers on their against their name, these are the part of the stakeholders that are facilitating this. I have Mr. Callistus, Mr. Manuel, and Mr. Marachi are here. Mr. Uche is co-host. This is his vision, and we're helping it come to fruition. So you are going to get to know, I'm not going to do, I'll just introduce as you can see, the names are there. I'll just introduce the facilitators. We have Mr. Samuel Okai and Mr. Olajile Sofile. Mr. Sofile is the principal instructor, and Mr. Abba is adjunct. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to hand the mic over to Mr. Sofile. What we're trying to do here and next week, and I am doing this deliberately with intent, is to give us room to ask questions before we dig deep into this program, to get to onboard. These are onboarding sessions. We understand that a significant number of people are still not here, but we are going to go ahead. We're recording this. They can watch this at a later time. Again, Mr. Sofilet, please take the mic. Let me correct my name.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
All right.
Good day, everyone. And officially, we welcome you to this cybersecurity program. It's a special one in the sense that it combines 3 important courses in the field of cybersecurity together. All 3 courses are combined together. These are top and leading courses in the field of cybersecurity. Top and leading courses. Talk about CompTIA Security Plus. It's a course that laid solid foundation to everyone that needs to dive into the world of cybersecurity. And moving from there, we'll be moving to certified ethical hacking. And that has to do with, grounding our knowledge, which we have built in the foundation on the CompTIA Security Plus, right? We ground our knowledge, and moving from there, we'll be moving to Cisco Cyberops. Now, these 3 names, they are 3 different vendors in technological world, in the world of technology today. They are top leading vendors. When you talk about organizations that create equipment which are used by top organizations to secure their domain, to secure their environment, to ensure maximum security of data for millions of businesses all around the world. Talk about, banking industry. Most of them use equipment produced by these 3 companies. CompTIA focus more on education, right? Laying good, solid education for entry level into any field in the world of IT. For example, you talk about CompTIA Network Plus that gives students about, understanding of what they need to know when it comes to network. And Security Plus, Server Plus, they have a lot of, you'll be hearing plus. It's just their own style, of introducing students to any field in the world of technology. All right, so it's going to be, it's a loaded program already. I'm excited that we have you guys here present to learn. All right, so generally, I will introduce myself. I will also give time to Mr. Samuel. All right, the admin, Mr. Emmanuel. I think, we need to have rules of operation. You will tell us 1 or 2 things about when you are connecting, ensure your mic is muted, those things that will not distract others, and we ensure that we begin to flow from a 0 level to hero level in the world of cybersecurity. Our joy is that the skills, the relevant skills needed for you all to excel in this industry, to excel in this field, is impacted into everyone. And that's why we are here, to ensure that we are all impacted with that knowledge. All right, so I'll just start by a little introduction about myself. My name is Sofila Olajide, and I've been in the field of technological training, training IT for over 10 years. I think I just have to limit it to that, though it has been much more than that. For over 10 years, I've been training professionally. I've trained with several, organizations, which I don't want to mention now. Right. So also both home in Nigeria, abroad, and so on. Had several classes connected to universities, master's program within Nigeria and outside. Nigeria. All right, so I'll be the one leading, right, the class, showing us to all we need to know. And one of the things that interests me is because the way the class is planned, it's hands-on. It's a hands-on class that ensure that each and every one is just being impacted, because you learn more when you see and you do by yourself. We learn more, we catch more when we see something and we do it by ourselves. When you have a lot of theory and sometimes you begin to create another picture in your heart. But when you see physically, your vision can be made straight, because most of the concept which is being discussed are now being made real to you. All right, so I haven't mentioned that. I would also like to encourage us that we will also not do without explaining concepts. And I used to, encourage students also to take their time to learn more of concepts in technology. And technology, it's just a field that is simple and open for all, in the sense that the concepts also relate with each and every other field. Whatever concept we talk about in security, when you go to other, you will see that they are interrelated, and it enhances easy diversification. If you want to diversify, from security, maybe move into network, or to any other field, the concept still remains the same. For example, one of the things that makes cybersecurity unique is that it cuts across every other field in technology. Talk about software, security is very important, right? In the part of software program. When you develop your software and the software is not secure, it means a lot of people are going to go away from that software. Why? Because there's no provision for security for usage of the software. All right, so these and many more we are going to be discussing in the course. So I want to give chance also to Mr. Samuel. All right, so to do a brief introduction and also tell us one or two things here. Mr. Samuel, please.
Oh, yeah, okay. Jide, thank you for that wonderful breakdown of industry. Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure connecting with everyone tonight. My name is Alpha Samuel, and I've been in the cybersecurity domain for decades now. What I also advise tonight is for everybody to be passionate about the journey, because it requires us to be passionate. It's all about passion. But if you're not passionate, you cannot get into the industry. Having us as mentors and trainers, we will do our best to ensure that everybody are on the right tracks with the best skills to kickstart their journey in cybersecurity. It's a wide industry, but it has a breakdown for every level. And cybersecurity has become a necessity in our daily lives, at both personal, both corporate level, personal level, and governmental level. Cybersecurity has become a necessity for everyone, aside from even for the job. Everybody needs to be cyber aware because the threat landscape is becoming dangerous these days, and we don't know who may be the next target. So there's a need for you to be cyber aware at that personal level. So let me give a brief introduction about myself, what I do, and how I help to support others to kickstart their journey in the cybersecurity. I'm a cybersecurity analyst and a trainer. I've been working in the industry for decades, like I've mentioned, with a wide of experiences. Specialize in identifying, addressing security vulnerabilities in network and and systems, as well as training organizations and individuals to protect their data from malicious threat. I work with numerous companies with both and large to ensure their cybersecurity is up to the highest standards. I also have extensive experience with varieties of cybersecurity tools, including firewalls, network security scanners, malware detections, removal, and also have experience developing and implementing security best practices for organizations, and also incident response plans in the area of security operation analysis. So in my additions to my technical ability, I'm highly experienced in developing and delivering training sessions to educate users on cybersecurity best practice. I've delivered cybersecurity training from basic security awareness to more advanced topics, such like penetration testing, ethical hacking, GRC, SOC analysis, threat intelligence, and others. So I'm always passionate about helping people, organizations to protect their data and stay safe online. My goal is to continue to develop my skills in that cybersecurity and help others who are passionate in this journey to do the same. So I and DGD will try our best to ensure that you all learn the best skills to be competent in the industry. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure joining the call.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Samuel. That's a very wonderful one from your end. All right, so we move straight to Mr. Emmanuel. All right, so he's admin. He'll be giving us rules, as to how we are to abide as students and how we, go or flow together to ensure that we get the most out of this training. Mr. Emmanuel, you can take over.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Olajide, for that one. Welcome, everyone. And I'll start by introducing myself. So my name is Emmanuel Oyinibutu. I'm the CTO at CapacityBay. And very, very happy to have you on board. Also, I'm a Splunk security admin, software engineer with half a decade experience. And I'm glad to be here to, administer some rules and regulations to you guys. So there are certain things we really like to always, tell our students once we're embarking on a program. First off is, it's a generally something, you do at home, something parents tend to teach their children, but we tend to emphasize on that. One is because, CapacityBay as a whole, we're a community that cares and, care for one another, care the queue. My mentor always say that. So first off, like we ought to be punctual. All right. So going to go over, the class days and time, what time is supposed to be in class. And so the classes are slated for, 2 times a week. And we have it on Wednesdays. Wednesdays, we have our classes around 5 p.m. Eastern, right? And so I believe we all are from different time zones. So I'm just going to, give us based on the popular time zones, we can, do the conversion, later on. But for those using the Eastern time, EST, 5 p.m. Every Wednesdays. For those in, Nigeria using the West African time, that's 11 p.m. And then if you're using the Central African time, CAT, that's at 12 a.m. All right, for you every Wednesdays. And we also have classes on Saturdays, so twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays. And on Saturdays, we have the classes this same time, so 12 p.m. Eastern. and 6 p.m. West African time, as well as 7 p.m. Central time. So for those in Ghana, the time reflects on Saturdays is actually 5 p.m. GMT for those in Ghana. Also on Wednesdays is actually going to be 10 p.m. GMT for you guys. And this class is actually for 2 hours, right? 2 hours each session. And we're going to be having several lab exercises. It's going to be a hands-on. We'll be having a Google Classroom setup, and we'll be pushing invites to everyone to join the Google Classroom. Also, just like I said earlier, punctuality is very important. So you have to show up class on time. Always make sure you're ahead of time. Make sure you're here before your instructor, because we believe we actually want to kick off in order to cover a lot at a certain period of time. And also, while in class, you don't necessarily need to be quiet when it comes to contribution, right? So we emphasize on contribution because we believe the more you contribute in class, the more you get this. You understand? The more you own it, just like my mentor would say. And so we believe urge everyone to please contribute in class. Get to ask questions, get to answer questions. Show that you're there. And then we'll be keeping tabs of those who contribute. We have our metrics we use to measure our students. And also, very, very important, please, we need to respect one another. We are from, different regions, we're from different race, right? But I want us all to respect ourselves. Respect is reciprocal. And please give each other maximum respect. Always reach out if you're having challenges. There's something you're not understanding, you can reach out to your colleagues, the facilitators. Also use the platform, to pass that information. And please, on the WhatsApp group chats, currently is closed down, but we're going to open it up sooner or later. Please only post content related to the class or content related to cybersecurity. Please do not post any content, and always request for permission from any of the admins to post a content that, I make sure they approve to post a content. And it should be, the class related content, something that's going to help everyone to grow, because we believe in growth. And so another thing is, we are here, and after this program, we are supposed to, have the professional mentality. We're going to be diving into the, getting into the industry, and we need to act professionally. You would be using, different recording softwares like Zoom, Google Meets, Teams. And it's very, very essential you learn how to use the software and be humble and polite with how you use the application. So I would also be sending a YouTube video on how to use Zoom professionally for those that do not know how to use Zoom. So when we're in class and you have a question, you use the react button, raise up your hands, and any of the facilitator call you up, get your question and answer that. And then if you're asked to talk, you're being asked a question, you're able to, hold the space bar to, mute yourself and talk, so you don't get to disturb the class. Why we're saying this is because some people tend to have these issues. They join the class, they forget they are muted, and then they're, talking in the background and, distracting the class. So please make sure, you're always muted unless you're asked to unmute. And then, we'll also be asking you to share your screen at a certain time, and, giving you assignments and tasks to do to make sure you're quite acquainted with the program and, how everything is going. And above all, I'd like, just like I said earlier, reach out, always strive to learn. This is something that, is trending in the industry and, it's in demand, and you have to put in the work. Just like my mentor, Mr. Moss, would say, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you, but you have to put in the work. I requires your dedication, you're showing up and following through, believe in that. Always communicate. If you're unable to, show up per class, communicate to any of the facilitators with your reasons, a very good reason for that matter, and get to do that. We keep attendance of every student, every class, get to know, like I said, we have our metrics we use to measure you, your contribution, your participation in class, your attendance level, and we get to, store that and evaluate you at the end. And we also be, giving you calls randomly at certain intervals to, give you an evaluation level of, what you what you have actually achieved so far, what we've discovered about you. If you don't show up in class, we're able to point that out, and also your assignment as well. And that's pretty much it from our part. And I appreciate you all for being here. And once again, my name is Emmanuel Oyenebutu, and I'm going to be your administrator for this course. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel. That's a very good one there. Please, let's ensure we adhere to all instruction as given. Ensure your mouth is muted when you are not expected to talk or make contributions. Then we take our attendance very, very serious. Participation, also very important. All right, so because of our time, I would just I recognize the presence of every other admin that are also present here. I can see admin Amarachi and Callistus. I recognize your presence, but because of our time, I just want to give a little time also for Mr. Uche Umuzulu to give us welcoming address. Then we kick off straight from there.
Thank you, Mr. Gidan. Thank you, everyone. My pleasure working with all of you. My name is Uche Umozulu from Zunido Nigeria Limited. I don't have much to say, but I will also say a few words to all our students. Cybersecurity is a huge industry, and it's a branch of high information technology. And I will tell you all that there's a huge potential in this industry. Please pay attention and learn these skills, because this skill set is required all over the world. They don't have enough people to fit into this industry. No knowledge is a waste. Try as much as possible to come class. And I know each and every one of us has a busy schedule, but at least make conscious effort. Attend the class, play the record, do your assignment, because virtually all the classes will be hands-on. And that is how it's being done on the job. With all various tools we're going to be introduced to be using. So as you're doing it in class, that is how it's done on the job. So please, try your best. You never know where you can land yourself. This thing is the future, and also there's a decent earning in this industry. But you have to learn it. You have to do it. You have to speak the language. You have to get the concept. Once you get the concept from day one, you build your career and build the foundation. IT is the way to go. That's the future. It has been evolving. Even from the 50s and 40s, it has been evolving every day. So thank you in participating, and I believe each and every one of you succeed in this industry. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate your contribution. All right, so we will kick off immediately, and moving forward from here, as a matter of practice, I like to relate with students. I love it so much. And you know, I've discovered over years of training that when you are dishing out something to students, you also need to hear from the part of students. And that helps us as instructor to understand the level where the student actually is. As a matter of fact, the essence of this training is to bring you from the level where you are presently to be at a particular level, which will be level that is relevant in the field of cybersecurity. So in order to be able to achieve this, interaction between the instructor and the student, very important. And it's been a culture for me to ask a question anytime I'm starting a class from every student. And the question is, why this course? Why cybersecurity? All right, so we may have, you know, one reason or the other why we want to do cybersecurity. And based on this reason, it actually patterns students' ability and contribution towards the course. Some may be, well, my mom says it's good, that's why I want to do it. So you are doing it because someone says it's good. No, you need to know the rationale why you are taking up a course. It's going to be a drive for you when you have the right reason why you are taking a course. So with this, I'm going to be I want it to be very brief. Just tell us your name. Your name, very important. Of course, I can see your name written right on the participant page. All right, just tell us your name, 1 minute, and tell us why you want to take up this course, cybersecurity. Now, having done that, then I will now have to show you reason why cybersecurity is important for all today. As a matter of fact, it's not, nobody is being neglected here, except you want attacker to be feasting on you, right? You want whatsoever you own to be properties to an attacker. And that's what an attacker is just out there to do, right? We have lots and millions of these malicious applications out there, links, and even through WhatsApp messages, hacking, and a lot of, you know, evil thing occurring around the cyber world. So the essence of this is to give us a ground knowledge on how to secure ourselves and also ensure security of others. So 1 minute, just tell us your name. And from there, don't be surprised as we go along the course. My questions are reserved for, you know, certain students, just as admin Emmanuel have encouraged us earlier on. Make sure you participate in the class, right? That participation, very important. You know, I have a way of directing questions to students. I have a way of directing questions to students. The essence is to be sure that that student is following, or, you know, you are getting what we expect you to get. All right, so 1 minute, I'll start from the list of names we have here in the order. So first at the top here, I have Amos Adomowin. All right, so just tell us why cybersecurity? 1 minute, then we'll move to Denzel. All right, you have the floor now, Amos. Okay, good. I think Amos is looking like a co-host, so I believe he will be part of the team. So let me move to Denzel.
I'm sorry.
Denzel, you can unmute your mic and tell us why cybersecurity. 1 minute.
Hi, my name is Denzel. The reason why I choose cybersecurity is because first, I'm a high school graduate, and what I'm seeing to cybersecurity is for me to see have it's just for a job that is for me, for a straight specific job. So yeah.
All right. Okay, that's a good one. All right. Okay, so I'm going to move to Onyeka. Onyeka. I think I can see Onyeka here. Just tell us 1 minute. Why cybersecurity? All right. Now, I'll move from there to Imisi. Imisi, can you tell us 1 minute why cybersecurity? Okay, I'll move from there to Divine. Okay, so Onyeka, go ahead.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. All right, I guess the connection at that other end is not so good. All right, so Imisi, if you are there, you can unmute and talk. Divine, if you are there, you can unmute and tell us 1 minute why cybersecurity.
Good evening. My
Good
name is
evening.
Missy. Yeah. Why I chose to do the course of cybersecurity is because I had this passion for IT, and I've not really known the field to get into. But as I began to do my research, I began to see that I have
To follow.
some
Okay.
some passion in like networking and security. So that's why I decided to go for this course. Thank you.
Oh, good. Good. All right. That's a good one from your end. You have a passion for network and security, and that's very good. All right. So let's move to John. I can see John. All right. So I can see Junior Ngabon Ziza. Sorry for the pronunciation.
Hello, guys.
Hello. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, yes. My name is Gonza Junior. I'm from West. Joined this course. There are many reasons, but the main one is that this helps us to protect valuable information and systems from cyber threats. So this may help me in one way or another in my work. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome. All right. So we'll move from there to Kene.
Hello everyone, my name is Kenechukwu Okafor. The reason why I chose cybersecurity, I've been working in administration for years, and I've been seeking to diversify. And because I have so many friends who are into IT, so I began to make inquiries and started watching YouTube videos. And I decided to, because I like hands-on, so I decided to diversify into cybersecurity to improve myself and take it off from there in the IT world. Thank you.
Oh, that's a good one. Thank you very much. All right. So from Kene, we'll move to Pine. I can see Pine.
Yeah, Miss Payne.
Payne. All right, that's
Hi.
good.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name's LaQuayla Payne, and I'm interested in the cybersecurity program, simply because I see the trajectory of IT and technology and where it's going to be in the future, and I feel like cybersecurity is going to be one of those big programs that's going to have a hold on a lot of things as far as AI technology and different technological sections or indices. So I figured that that would be a great opportunity to try to hop on board so that I could have some type of job security in the next 30 years.
All right. Okay, thank you. That's a good one. So we'll move to Oluwatoyin. Oluwatoyin.
Hello, good evening. My name is Oluwatoyin. I'm from Lagos. I started IT a little over a year ago, and I'm a trader, but I've fallen in love with IT, and I actually want to know everything about IT. So I'm very intrigued, and I'm a willing learner, and I'm motivated, and trust me, I just I want to learn. I really want to learn. Yes.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's the spirit. All right. Thank you very much.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So I have Onyeka and Priscilla left. So Onyeka, can you tell us 1 minute why cybersecurity? All right. Priscilla, 1 minute, why cybersecurity?
Hi, I'm Princella, and I chose cybersecurity because it's an interesting field, and I would like to get a job in the cybersecurity field.
All right. Okay. That's lovely. Okay, thank you very much, everyone, for your contribution. Now, while we all are, giving brief introduction and reason for this course at our own end, I've been able to deduce 1 or 2 things, right, from our introduction. So I've been able to see that some are, new to the world of technology, and some are just, moving into the paths just barely a year. All right, so it's an indication for us as instructor to understand how to drive students. All right, so for those that have been in the field of technology before now, they can take up, grab concept easily, move with them. So also, this little introduction have shown to us that some are at preliminary level in technological operations. So we need to find a way to balance the two, right? Between those that are already in the field of technology and those that are being, introduced into the field. Of course, I want us to know that this course do not require any prior knowledge. No prior knowledge to technology is needed for you to partake in this course. So for each and every one of you that are present here, you have friends or any other person, that this training is going to be a big advantage to. Please take your time to discuss with them. You can relate with admin Emmanuel through the group, do the introduction between those and admin Emmanuel, because reason why I'm saying this is the course it's a massive one, and we are confident that after this course, each and every one of us will be able to beat our chest and says, I have skills in cyber security. And, you never can tell when this kind of course is going to come up again. So it's an opportunity for all. You can relate with others that that this course can be of advantage to also. All right, good. I haven't discussed about reason why you all want to take up this course, cybersecurity. I'm just going to show us, 10 reasons why cybersecurity is important. 10 reasons why cybersecurity is important. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is so that you can also marry this to your own reason. Some because of job, some because of the passion for it, and a lot of reasons. All right, so this one I'm going to share with you, it gives us solid reason why cybersecurity is needed today. And this is just an article online. Because thriving in the field of technology, it is cybersecurity. Why? Because it's a cause that can never come to an end as long as human exists. You know, people talk about AI, you know, advancement in, you know, technology. A lot of people are afraid. Is it not going to take over our job? I tell you, there are so many things that, you know, artificial intelligence, robotics, that they can't take or do when it comes to security. You know, attackers every day are finding means to outsmart this technology out there and ensure that they take over, right? They take over people's data, information, and their resources. All right, so now I'll not take my time to read, you know, what is cybersecurity, right? We are going to treat that in detail when we start the course. So I just want to look at 10 reasons why cybersecurity is so very important today. One says cyber attack do not discriminate, right? Cyber attacks do not discriminate. So be it an individual, small organization, enterprise, mega corporations, financial institution, government, you know, be it you are, an attacker careless to know who you are and what, you know, what you are doing. All they need is an access to your sensitive information, right? All an attacker needs. So you can say, well, I'm just a baby in this field of security. So what will an attacker need my information for? No discrimination in cyber attack. Everyone are under target. Everyone are under target. That's first reason why this course is important. Everyone needs to be secured. Number two says sensitive data is becoming more digitized. All right, so what this means is that we really keep our sensitive information written, right? We now have them in digital devices. You know, a lot of ideas are being, you know, we conceive this idea, and because we easily want to put it down, you can just pick up your phone, you know, write down this idea and put it there. Don't be surprised if an attacker gain access to your device, they pick up your idea and implement it, even while you are still incubating the idea, right? Sensitive data are now digitized. We have our sensitive data on digital devices, and these devices need maximum security. Otherwise, an attacker will be feasting over them. Number three, a boom in e-commerce indicates a boom in cyber threat. Now, you know that the world today, right? It's booming. Electronic commerce, right? Every business, for example, if your business is not online, then you are still living in the old generation. Now, COVID-19, you know, exposed lot of business organization to online, right? To the cyber world. And this is a boom. Also, it's an indication of boom to an attacker, seeing that a lot of businesses are now coming out online. So it's a lot of opportunity for them also to gain access to sensitive information, right? Identity of people and so on. Number four has to do with cyber attack. Remediations are financially costly. Wow. For organizations that have experienced these attacks, they will tell you, you know, what they've gone through, right? All right, so we have a study that shows cost of breach, right? Breaches, this has to do with, right? The cost has risen from $3.86 million to $4.24 million in 2021. That's about 2 years ago. So imagine what the cost of remediation will be, right? Now in 2023, right? Okay, so it's definitely increasing year in, year out. Of course, we'll move to number 5. Cyber attacks harms reputation. You know, a lot of businesses are grounded today because of infiltration by an attacker. You know, customers, clients lose confidence in business organization. No, we cannot continue with you. No, no, no. Our sensitive information have been exposed to the world. We can't continue with you. So the reputation of organization of an individual is at stake. And this is the reason why cybersecurity must take over, right? We need, the knowledge is needed. The skills are just needed. Number 6 has to do with personal cyber attack threats are intrusive. All right, so you know, personally, you are not left out. You don't say because I'm not an organization. What will an attacker need from me, right? So you know, just as simple as playing video games on your devices, you are exposed to attack. So what we'll be doing in this course is just giving you those, you know, tips, showing you what exposes you to attack in the cyber world. Number 7 says litigating cybercrime is an arduous process, right? Now this has to do with the time it takes, you know, sincerely. Before we have threat intelligence. The essence of threat intelligence in the world of cybersecurity is to narrow down a threat, to see reasons, and much more is to get to perpetrator of a particular attack, right? You can nail down an attack to a single person or a group of persons, right? All right, so by the time it takes before you narrow this down to Mr. A, take Mr. A to court, do this, but the deed has been done. It's better you have the knowledge and you ensure that your environment is protected, right? And rather than beating around, you know, the bush at court, litigating and trying to get justice. Of course, getting justice is important, but there's this common saying that prevention is better than cure. All right, number 8 has to do with cybercrime. It's a national security threat, so it doesn't leave the nation. The nations are not also exempted. You know, several times attackers feast on national information, you know, use this for lot of attack. And number 9 has to do with business interruption. Is a direct result of cybercrime. So when you see interruption in businesses, especially businesses that run online, it's an indication that it's a crime. There's a cyber crime that's it's behind that interruption. And lastly, number 10, widespread availability of the dark web poses new challenges to cyber security systems. So we have, you know, a massive spread of the dark web. Information on how to attack someone now is cheap. You don't even need to pay for it. Just as you can see, security is even costly. But to destroy, it's very cheap. It's just a click away from your phone or your laptop. Once you just launch this click, you'll see a lot of tools available for attacker to operate with. And you know, from there, they start their, you know, attacks and begin to cause huge havoc, especially to individuals and businesses that are not secured. All right, so these forms are reasons why cybersecurity is very important today. And I can tell you, just as you are here learning, a lot of people are also, at one place or the other, also learning, this course, cybersecurity, to ensure that they can provide security for themselves and also for the organization which they belongs to. Now, as much as we have these millions of people around the globe, right, learning and to put into practice security techniques which they've learned, it's still very shocking to tell you that there's a shortage in this field of cybersecurity. There's a shortage in cybersecurity skills all over the world today. Now, this is a recent article. The article is posted 11 September 2023, just a few months backward, right? There is a research conducted that made us understand that we have high shortage in cybersecurity skills. Still crazy after all these years, right? After all these years of, a lot of frameworks, techniques, method put in place for people to learn and ensure security of themselves and their organization. So this is it's an opportunity for us, seeing here that there is a global shortage in cybersecurity skills. It's an opportunity for us pick up these skills, right? Learn, pick up the skills, and fit into one part or the other and ensure maximum security, not only for yourself, for your loved ones, and for business organization out there. All right, so this is it's just a brief introduction to boost your morale, your passion towards this course. At one point or the other, one place or the other, there is a need. Let me tell you, existing business organization need millions of skilled professionals. Now, every day, day in, day out, new business organizations are being introduced. And of course, online is the way. When I say online is the way, what I mean is that your business need to be making use of technologies to reach out to clients or millions of customers all around the world. Now, as you aim at using this technology, it's important for you to put in place security of applications, the domain and environment where your businesses will be operating. So that's saying what that indicates is that day in, day out, there are much more need, right, for cybersecurity skills. And I can't just begin to count, right? Engagements which have come, from one part or the other that requires these skills from us as professionals, and also you guys that are learning right now. Okay, so that's just a good way to start our introduction, and we are going to move to just a brief introduction to the first course. I just want to take you through all the, what the first course in line is. Of course, we know that the first course we are taking is CompTIA Security Plus. Or I'll just lay a little foundation about CompTIA Security Plus. As I've said earlier on, CompTIA Security Plus, it's the foundation, an introductory part to the field of cybersecurity. of course, you know that for you to be skilled or be a professional in a particular field, you need to start from somewhere. So CompTIA, it's a very good platform that's open you to all. It gives like an overview of all you need to know in the field of cybersecurity. Now, the reason why CompTIA is so high rated is because they are vendor neutral. When I say vendor neutral, they don't just focus on a particular vendor. For example, when it comes to implementation in cybersecurity, we have millions of vendors all around the world, IBM, that put in place different framework, technological equipment to be used, right? To put in place and, which we can use to ensure security within our domain. So CompTIA, it's not, promoting any vendor, but it's opening us up to all that we need to know to have a solid foundation in the field of cybersecurity. And that's why we're starting with CompTIA Security Plus, right? To expose us to all that is needed for us to know, and gives us, of course, at one point or the other, CompTIA will tell you this security. It will mention Microsoft. It will mention for frameworks. It will mention ISO, international standard. It will mention these. So they are vendor neutral. They don't, discriminate when it comes to vendor. All right, so I'm just going to take us through what we are going to be learning going through CompTIA, right? The topics that are available and the module generally for CompTIA Security Plus, right? Of course, this is just an introduction to the module. Then we are going to, go deep and move on much more at better speed after all our onboarding process. All right, so let's just go through CompTIA Security Plus. Now, if you look at the what you are seeing on the screen now, it has to do with exam SY0601. All right, so that's the new version for Security Plus given by CompTIA. Before now, we used to have 501 SYO-501. All right, so that's, if you are learning that, it's okay. So if you are learning that, it's just if you are learning 501, it's just an indication that you are still learning, you are backward a little. So 601 is the new version of Security Plus given by CompTIA. All right, so I'll stop introduction. So this here, I'm going to take we'll dive much more into it by next class. All right, so let me give time for us for questions, from students, right? While registering for this course, you may have one thing or the other bothering you. Will I be able to cope with this course? Oh, some, they are afraid of, the field of technology, IT, information technology, because of calculations, mathematics. I've had a lot of questions. Sir, are we not going to be learning coding? I don't have passion for coding when it comes to security. I will not, all of these. All right, so let me just give room for us to ask questions. Whatever is bothering you concerning this course, let's clarify it and have all positive mind towards the course. So if you have any question, go ahead. You can raise up your hand, right? To follow the class rule, just use the reaction button. Let your hand, just raise up your hand. And all right, so I can see.
Okay. All right, so just a quick one, right? Just
Okay,
a quick
thank
one.
you.
For those in watching us live on YouTube, you can as well drop your questions there. I'll be able to related to the facilitator. Thank you. Go ahead. Mr. Kenny, go ahead. Your question.
Okay, thank you. My question is, will there be a shared recorded recording of this class to us, every class, maybe at the end of the class? Secondly, can you tell us your name on YouTube?
All right. Okay. So let me answer that. So the class recording will be provided, and we urge everyone to download it once it's sent out. Keep it in your repository, and we'll make sure that everything is provided. Once it's ready, the upload is ready, we'll send it out to the group chats, as well as our YouTube name is CapacityBay. I also send that to the platform. You can actually subscribe and follow us there as well. Thank you. I hope that answers your question, sir.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right. So do you have any other questions? Feel free, ask your questions. Okay, let me make sure if we have someone from YouTube. Okay, we have someone raising up their hands.
Yes.
Mr. Watson, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So the class is Saturdays and which one? Is it once a week or twice a week?
So the class is actually twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays, but there are two different times. So on Wednesdays, for those, it's actually 5 p.m. Eastern, which is 11 p.m. WAT.
Okay.
And on Saturdays, it's actually same time. It's 12 p.m. noon Eastern and 6 p.m. WAT, respectively.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions? Okay, feel free. I was expecting a lot of questions, but seems.
Okay, sorry. I want clarification on the class time. On Wednesdays, Nigerian time should be what?
Wednesdays, Nigerian time should be 11 p.m., 2 hours, 11 to 1 a.m. Yeah,
Okay.
and then on Saturdays, 6 p.m., 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, so Mr. Olaji, here's one question from the platform. So it says, please, is there any professional certificate at the end of the training?
Okay. All right. So for professional certificate, it's much more for students to take up the professional exam. Of course, is one thing to be trained for a course, is another thing to take up a professional exam for that course. Of course, I'm sure there will be a certificate of participation on the part of CapacityBay, right? For all participants. That's why we have the metrics to measure student participation, so that whosoever is being certified are those that actually participated in the course actively. I mean, whosoever is being given CapacityBay certificate of participation, which is far different from professional certificates, right? So for professional certificates, you are expected to register, right, for professional exam, and you take up that exam. For, of course, one of the solution we are giving here is to guide students also to passing that exam easily. That's another ball game, right? We can talk about that when we get to that stage. But for now, right, our main goal here is to give the skills for us to understand what cybersecurity, each of these phases of cybersecurity courses are all about. All right, I don't know if that answers your question, but if not, you can still go ahead and ask further for clarification.
Okay. All right, so I think that should clear it. So we also have another question from someone. It says, hi, please. Does cybercrime have to do with lots of mathematics?
All right. Okay, so I think I said that earlier, and that's the reason why we are opening this session for question and answers. All right, so cybercrime or cybersecurity has nothing to do with mathematics. As a matter of fact, it just has to do with knowledge, what you know, and basically, out there, you can just, of course, most of us are making use of email. You receive a lot of, junk mails in your spam box. Ordinarily, you know that those mails, they are unsolicited mail. Someone you don't know at all sending mails to you. Of course, you should know that mail comes with an intention, right? So mathematics has nothing to do with an attack or security, right? As a matter of fact, even though you don't know 2 + 2, right? You can still launch a powerful attack that can bring down a big organization. All right, we'll see that in the course of the training, right? How that can be possible. All right, so it has nothing to do with mathematics, an attack, or the skills in cybersecurity. All right, I hope that answers the question.
All right. Thank you very much. Do we have any other questions? Any other questions? Okay. I guess there are none. Okay, we have one. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, I wanted to know, I know it's classes are 2 days out of the week. How many weeks are we going to be in this program?
All right, that's a good question. So the program is actually for 6 months. It's a 6-month program. Does that answer your question?
Yes, that answers my question. Thank you.
All right.
Yes. So let me reiterate. It's not a program. There are 3 programs in one. This is the only place where this is where it is being done. All right. That's why we're doing this. We want you to have a visual engagement with the subject matter. There are 3 programs in one, 3 highly sought after programs in one. That's why it is that long. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Okay. Any other questions? All right. In absence of none, that'll be the end of our QA section. Yeah, so feel free to reach out to us via the WhatsApp group chat. So just like I said, I'll be opening the WhatsApp group chat and we'll be communicating via the WhatsApp group chat and also via email. So just drop your questions and remember to be polite and respect one another. We'll be dropping some videos for you to download and for you to watch some of the YouTube videos, as well as some materials we feel as someone getting into technology you need to have. So we'll drop a link to where to get these softwares, as well as what and what software you need to get. All right. And this recording will also be provided and will be dropped at the group chat, as well as it's also live on YouTube. You can go ahead and watch it, share it with your friends, your families, including your enemies. It's something that you really want to tell them, right? Bring them in and let them get this opportunity and use it wisely. And just like Mr. Lajide said, This program is actually going to it's one of its kind. Mr. W emphasized it's 3 programs. So we're in for a ride. And at the same time, we've got work cut out for ourselves. We need to put in the work, and we keep in tabs of everyone, and make sure we get our metrics, and be able to measure your performance. Thank you very much. Mr. Obi, do you have anything for us before we call it a day?
No.
All right. So thank you very much. Thank you everyone for making it. Once again, I'm happy to have you on board. And your administrator, Admin Emmanuel. Please feel free to reach out anytime, and enjoy the rest of your day and night or afternoon, depending on wherever you're joining us from. Thank you and have a wonderful one.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you. Yes.
Thank
Bye.
you. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.